Hello everybody, it's Stella from New Hope Wellbeing and we are back with another video. So last week we discussed the last of the primordial gods and goddesses in Greek mythology, and that was the goddess Gaia. So before I thought I'd start on the next reign of gods and goddesses, which is the Titans, I thought I would actually discuss the mythology between the fall of the primordials and the rise of the Titans. So basically, with each new pantheon of gods, it seems to correspond with a different, with a new age, I guess you could say, or a new era. So we're moving out of the primordial era, where where each god was literally a personification of something to do with nature, into the Titan era. So as with a lot of the mythology, this did come about with a conflict. So this is so today we'll just discuss that particular conflict that led from the changeover from the primordials into the Titans. So there are several generations of gods and goddesses who ruled over the earth in Greek mythology. Uranus was the father of Kronos, and Kronos was the father of Zeus. Each of these three were deemed the king of the gods when it was their generation's time to rule. The Greeks believed that there was an original generation of gods and goddesses, known as the primordial gods and goddesses. It was believed that the original two were Uranus and Gaia. They birthed the first Titans and became the great-grandparents of the majority of the gods. Gaia slept with Uranus every night and he placed a cover over her. Uranus had a deep hatred for all of his children and did not want to see them. And according to the myths, his children were either imprisoned in Tartarus or Gaia. Gaia, who was so hurt by this, she created a giant sickle from stone. She then urged her children to castrate their father. But only one child was willing to rise up against him, and that was the youngest, Kronos. Now, Kronos is said to be the most powerful of the Titans according to the Greek mythology, and he was known for his powerful abilities. He's often depicted as an elderly man holding a scythe or a sickle in his hand. He had long grey curly hair and a grey beard. He was muscular in appearance, and he's often depicted as mercilessly devouring a child. In fact, if you actually look at some of the old paintings or sculptures of how he was depicted, he kind of reminds me of how we envision wizards in today's fantasy novels, I guess you could say. Cronus was an immortal, and he was a powerful god. He could speak to the animals as well as to men and gods. He had incredible strength and grew quickly as a child. Kronos was large in size and stature, and he ruled over the others with strength and wit. He accepted his mother's offer due to his own ambition. He ambushed Uranus, severed his genitals and flung them into the sea. And then the next generation rose from the foam, including the ash tree and the nymphs. Uranus would descend each evening upon Gaia, but this is when Kronos would ambush him. The male Titans held Uranus down, while Kronos used the sickle to castrate his father, effectively ending his reign over the cosmos. After Kronos had taken the throne, he wed his sister Rhea, another Titan, and yes, there is a lot of incest in mythology, unfortunately, with the gods. Doesn't matter which of the pantheons you look at across the world. This was the beginning of the golden age of Greek mythology. During this time, immortality did not exist. Laws were unnecessary since all of humans and gods made the right choices on their own. both gods and mortals prospered and lived in peace. So the primordial era has come to an end. We're now entering into the golden age, which is the Titans' realm, and where they will rule for a while before being overthrown by the Olympian gods, and then we enter into the more not well known age of Greek mythology. So we'll start covering off the Titans over the next few weeks. Probably be the next few months actually, from the amount of Titans that there are by the time we get through all of them. But yes, so that's just a little bit of how we went from the primordial era into the golden era of the Titans. I hope we'll be back next week with some more videos. In the meantime, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll chat soon. Bye!